Oh, that's a great angle. Look at that. Oh my god. Well, we're not doing this for the angles, people. We're not doing it for the angles, clearly. Oh, that's just horrible. But it's pretty well the best we can do. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I guess it's the best we can do. It's the best we can do. It's the best we can do. Whoop, okay. Bear with me, people. Of which there is 0. Okay. Okay. So we have to do this while I drive to the store. Ironically enough, to get food. But this is on my heart to do immediately, and I kind of like talking in the car, so that's how we're gonna play this right now. So, I probably won't be in frame for like, at least 3/4 of the time, but that's okay, because I am not the important part of this video. It is actually just what I have to say, and hopefully, whatever is to follow as far as any action from YouTube, which I'm sure will be 0, would be the point, but it's certainly not for the angles. So anyway, so there's been, of course, everyone's talking about Euginia Cooney right now, because her last video, she literally looked so gaunt. She looked dead. She looked scared. See, I'm struggling even finding the verbiage for this, because to say she looked worse, or to say she looked even skinnier, or to say she looked nearly dead would almost be to say that she didn't previously, and she did already. So she just looked, closer to death, I guess, or even scarier, I guess, or shockingly scary enough for people to start to take real notice. I mean, I couldn't believe when I talked to a friend of mine and they said they hadn't heard of her or seen her. I was kind of almost surprised until this whole last video. So anyway, everyone's talking about her right now, but even though everyone's talking about her needing to get help, nobody's actually talking about what this is. Everybody's kind of acting like this is a girl who has anorexia, who's also making a YouTube channel. But that's not what this is. This is a anorexic person making a anorexia channel. This isn't a girl struggling with anorexia, trying to get better, and also having a YouTube channel about other things. If you look closely, or with any objective stance whatsoever, you can clearly see that this is a pro-anorexia channel geared towards beautifying anorexia, and essentially it's like propaganda for anorexia. If you don't know through which lenses to look at Eugenia's videos, you might think this is just a girl struggling with anorexia who also has a YouTube channel, and we can kind of like, people will say, oh my God, eat a burger, get help. But what people don't realize is that's all the channel is about. That's all the channel is for. So you saying those comments is further validating. So in other words, if somebody thought they found beauty in something, you telling them they are that thing isn't going to make them hate it. It's going to make them love it even more. It's going to make them love themselves in that state even more. They're achieving their goal. So anyway, I was surprised in going through all of the videos about Eugenia and what she's going through right now, that everyone was kind of just taking this tone like, you need to get help, you need, you know, please Eugenia, you're going to die. And while I completely sympathize with that, and I wish, like, if anyone had something that they could do, I would think it would be the people within her actual real life who scarily aren't doing anything. Because I'll tell you right now, if my daughter was sick, the internet, media, and anything, we would be narrowing down my daughter's life to such simplicity so she can gather herself to, not relative to the internet, not relative to YouTube, because that's not reality, but to peel back the layers of her life to its simplest form to let her heal. But that's not what they're doing. And I have some insight on why that might be as well. But anyway, everyone is telling her to go get help, and while I completely agree that that is a necessary thing, I was surprised to notice that nobody was talking about what Eugenia's channel actually is, and that it is time to hold YouTube some responsible for this. And there was a time where I wouldn't have said that. There was a time where I would have said freedom of speech, freedom of expression of any form, in any form. But now that YouTube's guidelines are so strict that they're restricting even learning about essential oils, or restricting videos, all sorts of beneficial videos, under the guise that they might be like conspiracy videos or whatever. I would think if they're really being that strict, that it's time to take a closer look at things like this. Would be a good place to maybe start. And we haven't even, like, I have seen nobody, I haven't even seen a statement from anybody that would be like, where is YouTube going to draw the line? Because I think people are still trying to play the game, as I said, that we're saying, oh, Eugenia is sick and also has a YouTube channel. But like I said, and I really want to just drum this point home, that is not what this is. So let's dive into that a little bit. Now, I don't really like to talk about this kind of stuff because it makes me really sad. But I think every girl goes through a stage in their life where they feel like pressure to be, when it actually now it might be a little bit different because like booties are so like in style. But when I was a teenager, there was so much pressure to be thin, and the popular girls were always thin, and luckily it really never affected me too much because I'm naturally thin. But I remember even still feeling like I need to be thinner, which is so crazy. And looking back, like, I could not care less about it, but being healthy is more important to me now. But there was just such pressure. So in that time, I had a friend who told me about these websites that were called pro-ana websites. And if you don't know what that is, pro-ana stands for pro-anorexia. And pretty much what these websites were, and forums and stuff, were support groups for anorexic girls not getting help, but furthering their anorexic goals. So there would be, you know, girls who other girls would follow who were like successful anorexics, I guess. And they would post pictures of themselves. Now, this is where you really ought to start taking notes and paying attention. They would take pictures of themselves showing their bones, showing their clavicle, showing their spine, how much their spine is jutting out in the back. Just pretty much, putting their body on full display to motivate other young girls to be able to achieve their anorexic goals. So when I went back and I started watching some of Eugenia's videos, when this last video was posted, I couldn't believe how I had missed it. I can't believe that I kind of didn't see this or get it beforehand, and now looking back, it's so clear. All of her videos are pro-Anna videos. She only pretty much does outfit videos or haul videos where she essentially gets the skimpiest clothes. It's never like, oh hey, I got a jacket, I got some winter pants, I got a sweater. If it is a sweater, it's cut up to here, and if it is a jacket, it's over a crop top. But okay, so but when she's trying on the clothes, she's not just like, first of all, the content is only content that shows her body in some way, shape, or form. The outfit videos is just a way, the best way for her to show her body in a pro-Anna way without labeling it pro-Anna or getting flagged on YouTube. She's guising it under the fact that she's doing outfit haul videos, but that's not what it is, okay? And if you look at when she does the videos, how she's always like showing her bones like jutting out. And I know it would be hard for her to avoid doing that just in general because her bones are jutting out. It is clear she's making a point to be like, guys, my body, my bones, my body, my bones. In a way that if you side by side compared them to pro-Anna videos without the sound on, oh my God, I'm doing this. If you side by side compared Eugenia Cooney's outfit haul videos next to a pro-Anna video and cut the sound, there would be no difference. There is no additional content. So, YouTube, whatever that means, the higher ups here need to really sit back, especially if they're going on this whole rampage of demonetizing people. Not just demonetizing, but I mean, just the straight truth. I've had people that I've followed for years that all of a sudden I went and I was unfollowing them. I wasn't following them anymore. Their bell notifications were not anymore. And I've had that happen several times. Not just that, people I do follow and have the bell notifications on for, I don't see their videos, I would say even an eighth as much as I see like all of these other really stupid videos to people that I don't even subscribe to. And I've been using YouTube for well over a decade, daily. I love YouTube, and I'm a huge advocate and supporter of it. It's an amazing platform, and I'm really for the fact that things need to stay as free and open as possible as far as expressing yourself, and for the fact that, we need to be able to communicate in some honest way on some platform if it isn't through the real news media. But if they're going to have restrictions, then they need to take a serious look at people like pro-Anna channel under the guise of some little naive YouTuber. I mean, get real, people. There is no other content on her channel. There isn't. It is only one thing. So let's call it like it is. This is not an anorexic girl with a YouTube channel. This is an a pro Anna YouTube channel, period. And it needs to go. If not just, that's wrong, for YouTube. I can't believe, as a parent, I can believe that her mother or father continue to let her abuse this platform, to let her really have control of her own life in this state at all, is appalling. As a parent, and I said this at the beginning of the video, and I'll end it here too, if I had a child in this situation, there is no way I wouldn't scale back their life to its simplest point so that adjust themselves according to reality, get their bearings, and get their mind healthy, their body healthy. And to do that, sometimes you need to change your life setting drastically, people, places, and things, and really just take things back to its simplest form so she can get herself right. And because they haven't done that, there is no question in my mind that their motivation is not for the health of their daughter. And I don't know that her mother isn't pushing some pro-Anna agenda herself. Despite her state, not all anorexics are thin. So, YouTube either needs to can Eugenia Cooney like they should have done years ago. I would say it's blatantly obvious now. Or they need to make a new category called Pro Anna YouTube. We'll have sports, news, makeup and fashion, and Pro Anna. Because if you're not going to do something about this, then you better just start calling it like it is.